Mo Salah remains an important target of the Saudi Pro League. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here, as always, to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today, guys, we have many things to mention. The new plan of Amorim, one signing he wants to do, but also Manchester City plans, Mo Salah big statement, also more to share, Kevin De Bruyne, Arda Güler. Let's jump into it together. And so guys, I wanted to start today's video by mentioning one of the big bombs of the last 24 hours, Mo Salah speaking after the Southampton game. Again, a fantastic game by Mo Salah, a fantastic game by Liverpool. Really credits to Arne Slot, it's underrated what he's doing, but first experience in the Premier League, coming after a legend of the game like Jurgen Klopp and doing what he's doing in terms of numbers in Champions League and in Premier League. Congratulations to Arne Slot and to Mo Salah, who keeps scoring goals, who keeps being, in my personal opinion, one of the most underrated players in the world, and it's already years that we see this sort of situation in the media around Mo Salah, who deserves more and more. But Mo Salah, after the games, goes to the media and says, I am disappointed, there is still no bid from Liverpool in terms of new contract proposal. We know the contract expires at the end of the season, and Mo Salah also says, I love the fans, I love the club, I love everything about Liverpool, but there is no proposal, so it's not in my hands. I am probably more out than in. This is the statement from Mo Salah. What can we say about that? There are a few points to mention, guys. When Mo Salah says that there is no bid for Liverpool, doesn't mean that there are no discussions between Liverpool and Mo Salah. So formally, an official bid arrives when you make sure you are aligned, you are on the same page on the financials of a contract, in this case, new contract at the club. But talks, Liverpool sources insist, took place with Mo Salah, and Liverpool still plan to have a discussion with Mo Salah to understand what they can do and what they want to do together on both sides, club financially and player financially, technical point of view, project. So they still plan to speak and talk again to Mo Salah in the next weeks and potentially months. So Liverpool feel they are still there. Then on Mo Salah, we also have to mention that he's always been, since this big project in Saudi started, one of the top targets of the Saudi Pro League. And Mo Salah remains an important target of the Saudi Pro League. Internally, those who decide at the Saudi Pro League still consider Mo Salah one of the big names for the future. So, in case he can't agree a new deal with Liverpool, from Saudi, they are still there. But let me repeat again, Liverpool feel they have still a chance to continue with Salah, and they will try to make it happen. But at the moment, as Mo Salah said, still nothing agreed, and so Saudi is something that we should keep in mind. But of course, it's gonna be up to Liverpool and Mo Salah. Staying in England, on Manchester City, from what I'm hearing, Man City are prepared to attack the market for a new midfielder. So there is a very strong, concrete possibility to see Manchester City entering into the January transfer window after a quiet summer. Savinho from Girona, Ilkay Gundogan back from Barcelona. Now, after the injury of Rodri, many injuries they're suffering, Man City have started some contacts for midfielders. So in that position, we could expect Manchester City to do something for Pep Guardiola in a complicated moment for the club in the January transfer window. Contacts have started, Man City have started calling around to ask for the situation of several players, so as soon as we will have the top target name, we will keep you posted on that, but Manchester City are working on the midfield for the January transfer window. When we mention Manchester City, we have to say also something on Kevin De Bruyne, because Kevin spoke ahead of the Champions League game against Feyenoord in a press conference next to Pep Guardiola. Pep said, I don't know, but what I know on the contract situation of De Bruyne, similar to Mo Salah, out of contract in 2025, Pep said, I'm sure Kevin De Bruyne wants to play here when he's fit. So what he meant is something like, Kevin De Bruyne is gonna push at his best to be in good conditions as soon as possible for Manchester City and then decide. Then a few minutes later, Kevin De Bruyne confirms that there are no talks ongoing with Manchester City now, so it's not something that is going to be decided now. Why? Because De Bruyne was fully focused till now to be fit to return as soon as possible. Now Kevin De Bruyne is back, Kevin De Bruyne feels good, and so let's see what's going to happen in these discussions with Manchester City. For Kevin De Bruyne, there are two options to consider, of course. One option is staying at Manchester City, extending the contract, but again, in that case, nothing decided. The other option brings to two different opportunities. One is Saudi, also in this case, so not only for Mo Salah, but also Kevin De Bruyne remains in the list of the Saudi deal makers, and MLS, also because from MLS there was some call to ask about the situation of Kevin De Bruyne, so this is going to be also a personal decision, whether he wants to continue in Europe, whether he wants to stay at Manchester City or try something different in Saudi or in MLS, but for sure, for Kevin De Bruyne, there could be several options. Then guys, staying in Manchester, but we go on the red side. You remember what I told you last week? Now I am in the position to confirm once again that Manchester United will sign a new left wing back, let's call him as you prefer. Now Ruben Amorim is playing with a back three, but Man United wants to go for a proper left back. Ruben Amorim is very happy with Diogo Dalot in terms of player, professional, can play in several positions, top leader, big professional, so very happy with Diogo Dalot. But they need a player who can cover that position on a regular basis. Obviously, Dalot can play also on the right. That's his position, actually. He's helping on the left. And so, a new player in that position, a left back, remains a top priority. And from what I'm hearing, even after the Ipswich game, the message from Ruben Amorim to Manchester United management is we need a player in that position in 2025. Could be January, could be summer, based on opportunities, based on price, based on several factors. But Man United want to go for a player in that position. I already mentioned to you Milos Kerkez, the left back from Bournemouth, but there are also other candidates. From what I'm hearing, we know that Man United are closely monitoring what happens between Real Madrid and Alphonso Davies. Real Madrid are there, but still nothing signed. In any case, Manchester United have several candidates, not only Alphonso Davies and Milos Kerkez, who are players they have been monitoring. So Man United in 2025 will bring in a new left back. They are working on that already now. And then guys, the final point, I want to tell you that in the last 3-4 weeks, when the player was basically not playing, two clubs, not from Spain, from other countries, but in Europe, reached out to Real Madrid for Arda Güler once again. Let me tell you that in the last year, from January to summer transfer window, and now in the recent months, I think more than 15-16 clubs approached Real Madrid, in this general case also from Spain, for Arda Güler on loan. Real Madrid always said no. Now, once again, already 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, Real Madrid keep rejecting any approach for Arda Güler. No interest in loaning him out, no interest in selling him, believing that they signed a fantastic talent with Arda Güler, so no interest in moving forward in discussions or talks for Arda Güler. He's staying at Real Madrid. And so guys, then are your thoughts on all these stories, from Arda Güler to Man United left back, which player should they sign? Also, Kevin De Bruyne, Mo Salah, what should they do? What's your prediction? And which midfielder would you sign for Manchester City? Let me know guys, here in comments, like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon. Ciao!